Hi everyone, this is going to be a tutorial video on the advanced operator functions that we looked at in class. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab an operator device and throw it onto my MIDI track here. And I'm going to do a very quick bit of sound design here. So let's set a waveform. Let's use like a saw wave here. Whoops, let's just make sure I can hear it. Let's have a square wave on our second. I'm going to throw this in additive mode. Remember that if we click these four colored blocks here, we get our operator routing algorithms, and I'm going to select the last one for additive mode and then increase the second one here. Okay, right, for this to work, we have to have some chords in a clip that are long and have some, quite a long note duration to them, but actually the amplitude envelopes for each oscillator are going to have no sustain, because when we activate the loop function here, it's going to repeat our attack and decay stages of the amp envelope. So the first thing I'm going to do is bring down the sustain on each oscillator. Cool, so we get like a plucked sound, yeah? Then I'm going to create a MIDI clip here, and I'm just going to spend a little bit of time here putting some notes in. So I'm just going to get some chords rolling here. And yes, I do want them to last for quite a while. Okay, whatever. I might end up changing this as we go. I'm using Shift and Tab here to jump between my MIDI editor view and my actual device view. Really important shortcut, make sure you know that one. Right, okay, so let's get down to this looping business. On this first oscillator here, inside the envelope options, we have this loop function. And if we jump into there, we get a number of options. And the one that I'm interested in really for some really kind of musical rhythmic pulses is this sync option. I'm going to select it, and it immediately gives me this musical resolution of a 16th. So if you remember back to class, what happened here was that every 16th note, with this active, every 16th note, the envelope will re-trigger its attack and decay stage. So you get this like repetitious kind of pulse. So even though our sustain is all the way down, the note durations are long enough that the loop function can repeat these 16th notes. I'm going to do the same thing on oscillator B. I'm going to set the envelope loop to sync. Whoops-a-daisy, sync. But let's try this on like every quarter note instead. Let's just throw some reverb on it. Into the red here, so I'm just going to bring it down a little. Awesome. Cool, the other thing we actually looked at, and I'm going to apply this right now while the clip is playing, is as long as we're in additive mode here on our routing algorithm, this feedback control becomes available on each oscillator. And as we increase that parameter, it is sending the oscillator back into itself, which creates some more vibrant, bright tones. Let's just hear it in effect. Let's do it on both. Cool. And I'm just going to adjust the levels a little bit here. I was happy where they were. So that's the spirit of the technique, but actually one thing we didn't look at in class is that the filter envelope can also be affected by a loop function. So in order to hear this, the first thing I'm going to do is bring my cutoff down. And then in exactly the same way, I'm going to enable a loop, a sync loop on my filter envelope, select it. I'll keep it at 16ths for now. And then I'm going to push up this envelope parameter. So experimenting with these loop functions can get some really creative results. It does rely on you having long note durations inside of the clip, but no sustain on any of your envelopes. Anywhere there's an envelope inside of Live, so notice that it's available in the pitch section here. It's sorry, not inside of Live, but inside of the operator. Inside the LFO section here, there's a loop function. So you can apply these loops to pretty much any envelope. For creative results. So I'm just going to go ahead and start messing around with the sound a little bit more just before we finish. Maybe I'll apply an LFO. Let's get rid of it on the pitch. Let's send it to the filter. Let's turn the retrigger off. So remember, it's all about creating movement and drama and getting what once was just like a boring saw wave into something that has more life, colour and movement. Okay, I hope this has helped anyway, and this is me signing out for this video. Peace.